So, in this video, I am going to explain the 3 simple things Ruben Amorim needs to address in order to fix Manchester United. Despite the negativity around the club, despite the lackluster results, despite the toxicity on the internet, despite all the banter that's been thrown Manchester United's way, and despite the dreaded microscope from the media, Manchester United are, believe it or not, in a very strong, healthy position all around. I mean, think about it. We've got a footballing project in place, and believe it or not, we've actually got quite a balanced, solid squad. I mean, it's certainly out of form, but there's a lot of experience there. There's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of match winners there. There's a solid defence. This is the best defence that we have had for years. Think about it. Matthias de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez at centre-back. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to stick to the 3 simple things. Okay, so number 1, the left-back position. Now, Ruben Amorim likes to play a 3-4-3, which morphs into a 5-2-3 in defence, and then it can also morph into a 3-2-4-1. Does that sound about right? And that's all because of the wing backs. Now, he needs dynamic wing backs on the right and on the left. Now, Dalit and Mazraoui can fill in there on both sides, and they can alternate as well. And that works quite well. But those are the only 2 fullbacks that we have. Now, if everyone was fit, this wouldn't be a problem. But Luke Shaw is always injured, and Malacia, I think, has played 3 games for Manchester United. So Ruben Amorim needs to buy at least 1 left back or wing back, whatever you want to call them. They need to be dynamic, they need to be able to defend, and they need to be able to get forward. Now, there's only one out there that I feel as though Manchester United should go after, and it all hinges on how Ruben Amorim does for the rest of the season, because he's not going to want to come to a losing side, because he is an elite level player, and that is Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich. Now, we can also get Alvaro Fernandez from Benfica. We've got a healthy buyback clause there. I think it's only about, 10 million euros or something like that. We could get him in January as a stopgap perhaps to fill in, and he's been doing really well over there, so that's always an option as well. So left back position is a key area for Ruben Amorim to play his system 3-4-3. Everywhere else, it's actually quite fine, to be perfectly honest. We've got De Ligt, he can play that system. Harry Maguire played it with England as well. Martinez can play it as well. He played that with Ajax, if I'm not mistaken. Johnny Evans has got enough experience to be able to fill in there. Lenny Yoro still to come back too. And also Lindelof is quite flexible in that front as well. We've got loads of centre-backs. Okay. Kobe Mainoo, Ugarte. Ugarte certainly played this system before. He's Ruben Amorim's guy, so he can slot in there, no problem. Dalit, Mazraoui can play that system. It's just the fullback position. Okay. Issue number 2 that needs to be fixed for Ruben Amorim to do really well at Manchester United. And that is fix the attack. We've got enough match winners in that team. Rasmus Højlund is going to be the number 9. He has to be. He's an absolute colossus. He works hard. He just needs service. Service. Sorry, it's a little bit late and I'm a little bit tired, but I will continue. Rasmus Højlund has got to start at number 9. Never mind this Gyökeres. Even if he does come, he's not going to come until the summer anyway because he's going to demand big money. But to be honest, I don't think we need him. We've got Rasmus Højlund, who is probably just as good, and if not better. And if Ruben Amorim can work wonders with Gyökeres and turn a championship player into a world beater, then he can do the same with Rasmus Højlund as well. No problem at all. Rasmus Højlund just needs service. So that begs the question, who is going to give him the service? Because Garnacho and Marcus Rashford are not that creative. They don't pass to him. No one gives him the ball. So that suggests to me that we need 2 number 10s sitting behind Rasmus Højlund that are going to feed him and who are going to be able to score themselves as well. So obviously Bruno Fernandes. But who is going to be the number 10 that partners him? Well, I mean, you'd like to think it's going to be Joshua Zirkzee or Mason Mount, but Joshua Zirkzee, I think it's a little bit early in his development to drop in there. I mean, he can fill in from time to time, and who knows, maybe that system will be the making of him. We haven't seen the best of Joshua Zirkzee just yet, so let's just put him to one side for now. I think the best bet is Alejandro Garnacho. Because what we could do is if you're going to have 2 number 10s that can support Rasmus Højlund, if you've got Garnacho in there, and you can slightly adjust that depending on who you're playing against. So instead of it being 2 number 10s and 1 number 9, you can switch that around and have just 1 number 10 and 2 number 9s. 2 pressing forwards, for instance. So there is that option as well. So Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes in the number 10 position is probably going to be the best way forward. But either way, I mean, that's not bad. That certainly opens things up for the forward line, and it makes that a little bit more of a dynamic sort of trio, so to speak. And to be perfectly honest, with regards to Marcus Rashford, I think he's had his day. I think he should have been dropped 18 months ago, and it's in Ten Hag's credit that he stuck by him so long, but ultimately I think it's cost him his job. But yeah, that's the issue that needs to be solved. The second issue that needs to be fixed, it is the attack. They need to start scoring goals, and a system needs to be put into place that's going to provide a solid foundation, which the 3-4-3 will be able to do, and that'll allow the 3 attacking players to sort of get creative and give them the freedom to express themselves in the final third. Issue number 3. Now, this is going to be the issue that's going to make or break Ruben Amorim, because time and time again over the years, Manchester United, they've had the new manager bounce, they've played quite well, and then as soon as things start to go wrong, the player's down tools, the manager gets sacked, they replace him with someone else, and then the cycle repeats itself. It's like rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. We're a new manager bounce club at the moment, so we need to break that, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted Erik Ten Hag to stay, to be perfectly honest. But alas, it's not meant to be. So Ruben Amorim needs to be able to motivate these players. Now, how he's going to do that, I'm not entirely sure. I think a message needs to be sent to that team, and that is, if you do not do your job, you will not play. The main problem in the team, as alluded to in the previous issue that needs fixed, is it cannot score goals. Who is the main attacking player for Manchester United? Well, it's Bruno Fernandes, and then it's probably Marcus Rashford. At the very least, Bruno Fernandes is running around like a headless chicken. Marcus Rashford, it's just not working for him. Perhaps a spell on the sidelines will do him good. But time will tell. But the thing is, with Ruben Amorim, he comes across as quite a personable kind of guy. He seems to have lots of personality. And I think you need that at top level football, because when you deal with elite level players, and no matter what you say, Man United are an elite level club, just out of form. There's some world class talent in that squad. They just need to be organised well and motivated too. And he comes across as the kind of guy that will be a good motivator. Organise them, make sure they know what they're doing, and then just keep them happy and scoring goals and defending and doing their job. And I think that's going to be his biggest challenge at Manchester United, especially when things go bad. And they will go bad. Something will happen eventually. But anyway, those are the 3 things that will fix Manchester United if Ruben Amorim addresses them correctly. The left-back position, the attack, motivating those players. If he can adequately fix those 3 issues, then we might have a good season. I think we'll have a good season anyway, because the new manager bounce will pretty much kick in fairly straight away. It's probably towards the end of the season when we'll start to see how things will really pan out with the new manager. But time will tell. Time will tell. Maybe this is it. Maybe Ruben Amorim is going to be the one. Oh, one can hope. But what do you guys think? Are those the 3 issues that need to be addressed? Are there more? What do you think he needs to do to fix Manchester United? Please put your thoughts in the comments.